First question is, what was the last movie that really made you cry?
Oh, man. The last movie that made me cry.
And you can't say you're not a movie person because you already quoted Don't Fuck with Zohan or whatever. Don't mess with the Zohan.
Honestly, I recently watched a movie that made me cry with my wife, but I can't remember the name. So I'm going to give you the name of the last movie that I remember that made me cry.
Okay.
It's a little weird. It's going to be Martian Child with John Cusack. Martian Child. It's a weird movie. It's this little kid his mother passed, and he's in a group home, and John Cusack is trying to adopt him. His wife died previously the year before, and he's just trying to find a family. So basically, two individuals. This kid thinks that he's a Martian. His mom died when he was a baby, and everyone teased him because he acted weird. So he literally thought he was an alien from outer space, and he would run away to the nearest planetarium and wait on the top of it for his family to come and get him. Because it was weird. So John Cusack ended up being that outer space alien that came on and abducted him.
All right.
It was beautiful.
Fellas, if you wanna watch a crying movie with your lady, throw it on.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a good cry.
Yeah. So
I watched Homeward Bound the other day and was just flowing. I was like, the dogs made it home.
But yeah, so that's the last movie that made me cry. Don't ask me how long ago, but yeah.
Hey, I would, and if you would have seen that, like let's say you're scrolling across Netflix, and I was like John Cusack and the Martian kid, you're like, seems I'm out.
Just smoke a good bowl and grab a beer, and I promise you, all the emotions will flow.
Yeah, so you're Rasta like through and through.
Yeah,
you're like the king of marijuana. You want to teach me some things about it?
I think my dad needs to. My dad has a farm outside of Ocho Rios in Aracabesa. Like 15 to 20 acres of just hundreds of 7 to 8 foot tall trees.
Damn.
I mean, just ungodly Bama tall trees.
That's a lot of
Shit,
weed.
both of y'all are pretty tall, and that is.
And he also has another farm in Weaverville, California, as well.
Really?
No joke.
Do they grow the same weed?
He actually brought a lot of seeds down from Cali to Jamaica.
That's what I was going to wonder.
And they're growing.
Are they really?
And
they're
they
doing
are.
well in
they're doing amazingly well, and to the point where now he's one of the top herbsmen in Jamaica.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, man. Even Popcorn, one of the top musicians, posted a video recently of him and my dad.
Really?
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah,
That's
man.
great.
It's pretty dope.
All right, so Chris, you got the next one.
All right. Would you rather give up drinking, going out to eat, or having sex?
Or in this instance, smoking as well.
I would give up. That's a hard one.
No, right?
I mean, you can't give up sex, so it's really
No,
we're
you can't.
not-
And you can't
But
give
you
up.
can if you want.
I will give up going out to eat.
you're a chef,
I
so
can't do that. I can't see.
But going out to eat though, you can still get takeout.
That's the truth. So you don't have to go out. You can take out.
Yeah, it's
and
not that
eat
you
and
no
still
longer
support.
You
Exactly.
just don't get to have.
So I don't want to give up drinking, and I can never give up sex.
So you're doing takeout.
So I would do takeout. I would do
Takeout for the rest of your days.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
All right.
I'm down for that.
So this is a question. You have a baseball bat in this hypothetical.
I actually have one. But
Okay. So in a zombie type situation, if 10-year-olds were coming at you with baseball bats or baseball helmets, how many could you get? How many 10-year-olds could you clip before they got you? Think of it zombie, so it's like one.
Oh man,
yeah.
I can do a good 24.
You think you get 24?
I'm cocky. I'm cocky. You know, we're chefs.
I think 24 is reasonable.
Yeah, I would say Bama can probably do like 18, maybe 19.
I don't know.
I would give him that. He's wild.
He's got a busted arm
well,
recently.
Well,
so he
busted
couldn't
arm, but he
swing
looks
as
like
well.
he's that one that just the people that
I
you
do
fight.
have a long reach, so
Yeah,
I
and
can keep
yeah,
them at arm's length.
Well, those are the people that you're afraid of. You don't know what they're going to do in a fight. You
That is
don't
true.
you can just
True.
pull
He's
out
a
an
wild
axle
card.
or just grab a stone and start throwing at you.
And 10-year-olds are the worst.
Exactly. So
I'm
fuck 'em.
super
I'm
pissed.
joking.
No, that's good. All right, so 24 is the number.
I'm going to go that marker.
All right.
I'm going to stick to it.
All right.
I think that's doable.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what there is no real number because we'll never test this out. But my God, it's funny to think about 10-year-olds with a baseball or with helmets coming at you, and you just have this bat like waiting on them, like fucking Jose Canseco.
Yeah, dude, it's
Just put the tee off.
It's pretty rough, man. It's look at what was that Game of Thrones? You remember that episode where all the
Jon
mother
Snow?
and then the kids turned into the monster and they were trying to get away and the mom just fell back
Yeah.
because she couldn't fight him. I will fight him. I'll fuck a kid up.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
Eventually they'll take you
if they're
over,
a zombie,
though.
of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah. It's not like
Right.
just like.
Yeah, I'll fuck a zombie
Con-
kid.
Yeah, we're not going out to the street right now to round up a bunch of
second graders.
10-year-olds.
No,
with
no,
an
that's
ice
not
cream
allowed.
truck or
No,
something.
hell no.
And Chris isn't even allowed around schools anymore.
Yeah.
So that's for obvious reasons.
You know what? I heard rumors about. I'm joking.
Another different story, different time.
That's for the the R-rated episode.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was a great one. Okay, so at least we can all joke that we know about Bama, and I guess we shouldn't joke about
No,
that.
we shouldn't. That's not a joking matter.
Sorry, we'll edit it out. We'll edit it
Yeah,
out.
and now we're coming up on one of my favorite questions, and I think you're going to have a good
This
answer
is awesome.
for this. So this is the stoned appetit question.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so let's say you just cooked a hell of a dinner, had a couple drinks afterwards, maybe smoked a spliff or something, and
It's
you
happened.
get home. Yeah, I know it's happened. And you get home, what are you reaching for in your fridge, freezer, pantry to whip up when you got the late night munchies?
Well, first of all,
I bet this is
after I
really
finish a
dank.
dinner, I smoke a spliff and drink a beer, go home, and then smoke another spliff and hit my bong.
That's the right methodology.
First
there.
of all.
So you're going to be hungry, yes.
To get exactly the
exactly.
right
You got to get to
mindset.
that. After being around food all day, you already know you're not going to want to eat right away.
No.
So you have to build your appetite, So
God, I remember doing that so much.
Oh, it's a beautiful thing. But honestly, what I normally reach for, chips and salsa.
Yeah. Nice.
I'm very old school with my food, especially after cooking all day. I want something easy.
Yeah.
So I normally have some chips and salsa, and I have to be honest.
Are you about to say
Qdoba
picante?
Qdoba salsa, their
That's your
hot
jam?
salsa is pretty friggin' bomb.
Really?
I have to be
I was about
honest.
to ask. I thought you were about to say paste
No.
picante right there.
No,
for a second.
I don't get me wrong. I love all the great restaurants around town, but
Right.
Qdoba is down the street from my house.
And that's also
And
hits.
I live in Green Mountain. I wish Santiago's can come move next door, but they can't.
Right.
So Qdoba is there, and honestly, but their salsa, the right amount of jalapeno, fresh peppers. This is not me trying to advertise Qdoba. Let's make it
No,
clear.
it's understandable. I
But
think everyone knows that.
Their chips are amazing.
Dude,
Like,
some places do
dude,
shit really well.
dude,
I mean,
On
you
the
can't-
border
I'm
chips
being
are
real.
amazing. They're like light and fluffy.
oh, dude,
Dude,
yes, I've
and
had theirs.
I buy theirs
Oh.
from the grocery store. knowing-
Tostitos are hot garbage.
Yeah. I'll even eat a Dorito. Before
Dude, oh my God. But
There's there's nothing wrong with the chain restaurants.
No.
on
But yeah,
occasion.
Qdoba's salsa. They close at 11 o'clock, so I'll just go grab a bag of chips and some salsa and some Mexican gumbo that they have.
Do you ever get the cheese dip that's like thick and it's still like in
My
that,
wife liked their queso, but I don't like it. It looks like it's been sitting there for like
I
17
know
years.
it's in the quarter pan and
Yeah.
it's like got the bag and
It's
they're like
just-
scraping
it's
it. I'm
insane.
Like, I
It's
don't
like
know.
one of those hot dogs that
Like,
rolls on
whenever
that
my
thing.
wife gets it, I tease her about it. I'm like, what are you going to do? Dip your foot in it and walk weird as a shoe? Like, I don't
It's
get
like
it.
liquid cement.
That's awesome. I think I love like the simple answers,
Oh.
like chips and salsa. Like I think Kelly said frozen pizza. I think
Did
that
he?
was.
I can't remember who's what.
I mean that was a
have
long time
shitty
ago,
memory.
but I think Kelly was like, I'll pull out a frozen pizza.
Dude, it's real. Like,
Yeah.
after all day in the kitchen, you know it. We work on our feet, brother.
Yeah.
We don't get to sit down much. You know what I mean? Especially on a busy Friday or Saturday night when COVID was not around.
Yeah.
All I want is some chips and salsa. Or back in the day when I worked in San Francisco, there was this pizza place around the corner from Embarcadero near Pier. I think it was like Pier 7, and it was a Chicago joint. It was just an old school bar. They made pizzas on sheet pans, so you can literally walk in with your crew and get a whole sheet pan of just deep dish pizza. And it's just amazing.
Shit,
And-
that's like what the Coperta folks are trying
Dude,
to
dude.
going with over there.
Dude, all they serve it with is just a little bit of oregano, some red pepper flakes, and dare you ask for more cheese.
Yeah.
I dare you to ask for more cheese. They would take your beer and your pizza and kick you out of the store with your wallet.
They're
Yeah.
like the purists, the
Oh, dude,
authentics.
it was amazing. And one bite of this pizza, every 100 people in that tiny room would just disappear. It's just you and a slice of pizza all there, just love jonesing together. It's amazing.
They got real romantic real quick.
It did.
I did.
It did.
I like
Like
it.
even the sexy voice came out.
I
Just-
know. I
it was
saw that.
amazing.
You painted a gorgeous picture, and I'm like, shit, I need that. I need
Oh,
that.
dude.
I don't need pizza. I want
You need
that.
that pizza. Exactly.
I want a slice like
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, Chef, so this really is the last question of the day. You've done exemplary today in this episode. This is the hardest question we ask any of our guests.
I'm ready.
And so we call it the Last Supper. So what it is you have 3 guests that get to join you. They can be dead or alive, but they cannot be family or friends.
3 guests.
And then you have to tell us what you're going to have for supper.
All right, so I know a lot of chefs probably say this shit, but Anthony Bourdain, it has to. I've read all of his books 4 or 5 times in a row now.
Yeah.
I have his books on my mantle in my library. It's like I know exactly where Kitchen Confidential is within my selection of books.
I'm excited for his new book that's coming, or the stories that posthumously.
I would love.
I think it comes out in April.
Whenever it comes out, I'm definitely getting it. Honestly, I think it's sad what happened to him. Honestly, long story short, but we all have our time.
Yeah.
It just hate that happened. Long story short. So
All right, Bourdain,
Anthony Bourdain,
number 1.
and then Bob Marley.
Bob Marley.
I have to be honest.
You'd be a
I'm
bad
not
Rasta
not
if you
just
did
because
get
I'm
Bob.
Jamaican and he's Rasta, but Bob was a man of the community. Bob was an influential person throughout this world that gave people literally positive vibes. You know what I mean? You can come from the rural of Gambia to Vietnam to the worst of Kingston, and he will make you feel like you're inside of a palace in England and you're just jamming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you're able to transport someone from the situation that they're in to whatever imagination and beauty that is within their mind, that person deserves to be credited. And so, yeah, Bob is one of them.
Fuck yeah, good tunes.
I watched,
Yeah,
I guess, a documentary about him not too long ago about when he did move back from, I guess he was in the States and as well as in England.
Yeah.
And when he moved back, he said that there'd be, or I guess it was other folks were talking about
Lines of people outside
just,
the door.
just to either ask him for almost like a Jesus blessing or like $1 or anything. Like, my kid wants to play soccer.
Bob Marley literally used to have Wednesdays through Thursday or Tuesday through Thursday set aside from when he's in Jamaica to focus on the community. You'll have lines going down blocks.
And he hated like all the politicians and like they tried to use like a concert he did and like
he sent kids to school. He opened businesses for moms. He was a man of the community, and he's right. He didn't like the politics, and when they tried to use him, that's when they went after him. So when Bob Marley got shot, that was because the government of Jamaica and the politics in Jamaica tried to twist his words and said that he was pardoned with one specific side.
Yeah.
When Bob Marley have always been the middleman. It's the same thing as a chef. I don't care what party you support. I don't care where the fuck you come from. Let me feed you.
Right.
Let's sit down and talk. You get what I mean? Come to my table and let's sit down and talk. That's all that it is. You know what I mean? So Bob is that person. So yeah, Bob, Anthony Bourdain, and the third person has to be my wife.
Nope. You can't have friends or family.
Oh, damn it.
Sorry, Danielle.
Okay. In that case, no friends or family. Okay. Shit.
I know it's a hard hitter.
That's a hard one. I'm going to
Yeah.
go, honestly, this one is going to be old. Nani. You don't even know who that is. So Nani of the Maroon. Nani of the Maroon was a slave in Jamaica that was brought over from Ghana. And she ended up fighting back the British in Jamaica and winning. That's how they won the land in Jamaica. The Maroons stayed up high up in Blue Mountain Hill. So Nani was a woman, and she taught all the other men how to fight. And that's where guerrilla warfare started, in the Maroons. So guerrilla warfare started in Jamaica, when all they did was tie up banana leaves and trees onto their body and push themselves against the bush. And you don't know that he's standing right there breathing on your neck. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So Nani of the Maroon, she taught them how to cook. She helped us to stay connected to Africa. And that's where a lot of our recipes go back to. Even our herbal treatments, even our roots, our tonics, everything about Jamaicans. We would not be Jamaica if it wasn't for Nani of the Maroon. And right now she's one of our 7 heroes in Jamaica. The only woman hero in Jamaica. She deserved every fucking credit.
Bunch of knowledge bombs today.
Yeah, I like
Sounds
that.
like
I hadn't heard of her story, and I want to learn more. So
You
I'm going to
should.
do some. That's my homework for tonight.
man.
Look at that.
Sounds
I'll
like
do
his
it.
Last Supper's got everything. He's got tunes, trashing mouth,
Yes.
and just a great guy, and then security.
And then she can fight too.
Yeah, man.
And
It's
it
amazing.
sounds like she has some dank recipes. So the
Oh, yeah.
curious question would be, and it's the final tip of the iceberg is, what are y'all having for supper?
Well, goes back to that. Jerk.
Yeah.
That's where she came up with jerk. Jerk chicken started. So you know how they make
Get her
coal.
on Mount
Do you know how they
Rushmore.
make coals?
Well, in the thing with jerk chicken is it's cooked over this tree bark from Jamaica.
Allspice.
Yeah,
Exactly. So that's exactly what it is. Without allspice, jerk chicken wouldn't be jerk chicken.